I'm Julianne Ford, and I am currently serving as the student representative of the Southwestern region of Sigma Tau Delta. This year, our organization's convention theme is Metamorphosis. A metamorphosis, as you probably know, involves the growth and transformation of an individual, an environment, or a society as a whole. This growth or transformation can be either positive or negative, sometimes even both. I think both is the category that the metamorphosis of Karen Auvinen in chapter 12 fits into. In this chapter, she tragically loses her beloved pet, Elvis, and Elvis was clearly a large part of her life. Everyone who knew her knew Elvis and loved him, and on one hand, that death is tragic, and she lost a part of herself when she lost him. She writes on page 238, "I'd been worrying about losing Elvis almost from the day I got him. Now the end had arrived, and the shift was seismic. It wasn't death whose footsteps I'd been hearing like an echo in the canyon that I feared, but the complete reconfiguring of my days and myself." So, like many people that struggle with the grief of loss, she wasn't necessarily scared of the death. She was scared of what her life would look like without Elvis, without him running and waking her up and having to go on walks. That's what she was worried about, and she was worried about the metamorphosis itself, not necessarily about the death of her dog, because, like I said, she was losing a part of herself, a part of her days. But by the end, Karen Auvinen lives a little while without Elvis and grieves for him and misses him just about every day. But by the end, Elvis becomes more of a symbol of positivity, a symbol of growth. His death set in motion a new way for Auvinen to look at her life. On page 254, some of the best lines of the book, in my opinion, she writes, "I thought I was getting a companion to my days, a trail buddy, a friend. But in the end, Elvis stood at the threshold of the wild world, the real world, his tail fanning back and forth as he led the way. 'Come on,' he said, 'there's more between heaven and earth.' And there was." So Auvinen undergoes this metamorphosis set in motion by the death of her dog, but comes out the other end as a stronger person, as a person who appreciates Elvis even more than she did when he was alive, and learns to love him and herself in a new way. I hope you're enjoying this book as much as I am. Continue reading and continue looking for the theme of metamorphosis, because it comes up a lot in this book. Thanks, guys.